Peter. Went full Joe Swanson. These are the years when a man changes into the man he's gonna be for the rest of his life. Just be careful who you change into. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Those words have stuck with me since I was 12 or 13 years old. I remember being a kid and going and seeing Spider-Man 2 in the theaters. I know it's from Spider-Man 1, but
yeah,
Spider-Man 2 was the first one I saw in theaters. Love that movie to this day, love all of them this day, and now we're inching up on a new Spider-Man movie and a Spider-Man 1000.
Yeah.
And so, that's my intro. Have a cold open.
We're back.
Surprise!
Woo!
We're doing a Spider-Man episode without Gary in a whole new setting.
It's a special episode.
Special episode since Andrew's out of school for the summer.
Woo!
He's dressed for the occasion. I don't have any Spider-Man shirts.
I am. I got this down at Universal when we went down to Florida. So it's a tight-fitted Spider-Man outfit.
They should be. It could be anybody under that mask.
I mean, that's fair.
But yeah, I think all summer we're going to end up doing extra weekly episodes with just me and Andrew, just tackling either a hero or a random topic. And we chose Spider-Man for this one because we both love Spider-Man.
Yeah. I was like, and I'm doing some random vacation stuff with the family, so we might have to pick random days, but
that's fair.
Figure it out.
We'll figure that out. That's future Andrew and Matt's problem.
That's future problem. That's not today's problem.
We're here because I've been working on my Spider-Man Commander deck.
Ooh.
I'm building the web-slinging one.
Nice.
So, eventual whole goal is, because the way this one works is the flip side of it is all legendary creatures have web-swinging, like, Bant and then one.
Yeah.
And I just want to tap a mana dork for mana and then web-swing in a Chroma. Or Avacyn, or Galta.
Yeah.
And just be silly with the
Which
deck.
is like what I think people are doing with that Spider-Man anyways.
Well, because I like to check EDH rec for just, like, recommendations of what to put in the deck. And, like, nobody has a set deck built for that thing. I know a lot of people aren't building it because it's not that competitive of a deck.
Well, I think, and also with, like, a lot of people are like, okay, well, it's just ninjutsu or free running with extra steps.
Yeah, and it's infinitely worse because it costs 4.
Yeah.
You can't have colorless or non-legendaries.
Yeah.
It has to be a legendary of one color or more. So no Eldrazi, no big artifact creatures, nothing like that. Like no web swinging a meteor golem in there.
Yeah.
As funny as that would be. So like I have Flopsy that I'm web slinging in there. So because when he hits, he gets 1/1 counters.
Yeah.
I have the Rhino from the new set coming out going in there because he's basically like a baby Crater Hoof.
Yeah.
Just silliness.
Well, and then at pre-release, Caleb was playing one. Well, I guess he won't fit because I think he's he's white. The Red Guardian that's in this set. Mm-hmm. He's basically a baby meteor golem.
Ooh.
When he ETBs, he just destroys a target creature. Or
That's really funny. Like, I want to get the mono white Captain Marvel because she's really expensive, but if I web sling her in there, it's going to be silly.
Yeah. No, Dylan pulled her, and I'm sitting there going like, okay, like being Captain Marvel, she should be 1 or 2 cheaper.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be 3. She shouldn't be 3 and 2 white. Like if she was 2 and 2 white.
One of the other Captain Marvels is 7.
Yeah.
The mono white one is 7.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, there's 2 different ones.
Yeah, okay. Well, he pulled the little one, and I'm like, okay, if she was 1 and 2 white, like, that would be stupid. I mean, being Captain Marvel, you would expect her to be powerful, and she is. She has an incredible ability and a power-up, but it is way too expensive.
And I wanted to build her, but I've already run a high-cost mono white commander.
Yeah.
And that deck takes entirely too much money to run.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Because you gotta get a Smothering Tide, a land tax, a crap load of mana rocks.
Well, yeah.
And hope for the best. And hope to survive.
Well, yeah. And, in your big 3 cards, Smothering Tithe, a Keeper of the Accords. Because Keeper of the Accords is reprinted. And then Esper Sentinel, which is
outrageous nowadays.
Well, yeah. So yeah, Smothering Tide and Esper Sentinel are the two big things that you really need. You can do. I've got Mangara pretty well set up with a mana base, but the power level of Mangara is just. He's a little guy. That's just about it.
He's just a little fella.
If it happens correctly, and I get an army of soldiers, he does pretty well. But yeah, no, mono white is. You have to put in some money to get a competitive mono white.
And I don't play that way anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm playing Spider-Man.
Well, Spider-Man's just fun.
And back to the topics. We kind of ADHD'd on the Magic.
That's okay. I mean, well,
we're talking about my Spider-Man.
But Marvel's in Spider-Man, or
Marvel's in Spider-Man.
There you go. Marvel's in Magic now, officially. Which is also, and speaking of Marvel with Magic though, I guess them and Disney figured out their agreement.
Oh.
And the cards on Marvel Arena or Magic Arena are no longer into the Omen Paths. They're the official Spider-Man cards now.
Good.
So they're actually the Spider-Man, because I went in the other day and I was going through packs and I saw the logo and I was like, wait a minute. So I was like, I can actually buy Spider-Man packs now. It's not have to learn new names for the same card.
Right.
Yep, but no. So it's official. So Spider-Man cards are actually in Magic Arena now, and I was like, I know superheroes is coming out, but I'm gonna spend all my coins on getting Spider-Man cards.
Sometimes I feel like Sony doesn't like money.
Yeah.
Like they just do simple things and fake things. Like we were just talking beforehand how I watched the original I think it's the original Spider-Man movie. I don't think there was any like janky ones before that.
The Japanese ones. But...
Yeah, but it was like this first Sony.
Yeah, the first Sony.
Movie.
Yeah, the Sam
Raimi Spider-Man #1, which you think as cheesy and as goofy as that movie is, it wouldn't be too good nowadays. But that movie is aged perfectly.
It's still a good Spider-Man.
And I don't even think it's nostalgia goggles because
No.
it tells Peter's origin perfectly.
Yep.
It introduces the love interest perfectly.
Yeah.
It introduces your villain perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Willem Dafoe will ever be topped as a Spider-Man villain.
No, it's gonna be it's very. I think it's gonna be very hard, and I think that's one of the reasons why like TASM 2 had such a difficult time with their version of the Green Goblin. Even though I love their version of the Green Goblin, it's William Dafoe did such a fantastic job as Green Goblin. It's gonna be very hard to top a Goblin like him.
Yeah, and the fact that he came back and still had the presence and everything else for No Way Home.
Oh yeah.
It's like he was the star of that movie where there was, like I love all three Spider-Men, but like seeing Willem Dafoe again and his certain little scenes just...
Oh, yeah.
That's a neat trick.
Yeah.
Like he still gets me every time in the original Spider-Man when he just Godspeed Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, he did it.
Yeah. No, they did a fantastic job. And if you see me keep looking down, because we're at my house and I got my two Beagle boys and they're running around. They're exploring today, so...
Yep, they're back here in Dad's playroom.
They keep going back and forth, because they get to play outside now with a doggy door, so they're having fun with that. Which now also means that I have to keep double checking for ticks and all that other fun stuff, because they're now in a part of a yard they haven't been in a while. So,
and ticks are bad this year,
and ticks are not fun this year.
I am covered in tick bites, and I hate it.
But then Matt was watching the Spider-Man. I was rewatching the animated Spider-Man, so the '90s version of the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man TV show that I grew up with and fell in love with Spider-Man through, and didn't get too far. I think I only watched I got through halfway of season 1.
Yeah,
and
that's the good stuff though.
I was like, I like it all the way through.
Yeah, my biggest problem with that show, and I love that show, but it's the ending.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, they have a major cliffhanger, and it's just...
And they've still, even though they released a comic to fill in the gap afterwards, they still haven't filled in the gap afterwards, because there's like, we're going to tell how Mary Jane got back in a different story another time. I'm like, guys, that's the story people wanted.
Yeah.
They don't want this weird side story with Moreland. Like, we all know Moreland.
Yeah. No, I want to know what happened to MJ. Bring her back. Put her back where she belongs.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love the show, but just that ending, like why haven't we got a little mini movie nowadays?
Yeah.
Everything else is getting followed up with either last seasons or, X-Men 97 season 1 and season 2 now.
Yeah.
Give me a Spider-Man 94 or whatever year it came out. I think it was 94.
Yeah, it started in 94, yeah.
Yeah, give me that. Give me just even a season 1 just to show how MJ got back.
Oh, yeah.
I would watch that. I would resubscribe to Disney Plus because I'm not paying you right now, Disney. Dark Maul's over. Daredevil's over. You have nothing on there I need.
Yeah, unfortunately, at the moment, they haven't really done any big new stuff yet. Besides, yeah. So, since this is a Spider-Man episode, I don't know if you've seen, but the new poster that they've released for Brand New Day might have an Easter egg in it, if you're paying attention.
Ooh, I have not seen the new poster.
So, the new poster is, and I'll see if I can find it, but I'll talk while I do it. So the poster has Peter hanging upside down on a building, like one does when you're Spider-Man, and he's sitting on a beam, and on this beam are footprints. But you don't see. But when you look at the footprints that are on Peter's shoes, they don't match the footprints that are on the beam.
Huh.
And if you look closely, and again, if you know anything about Spider-Man, and I'll try to put it up the camera, but it's this poster for those of you who are watching. I think
your screen's black.
And I'll show it to... No, it's showing up on there. It's just the privacy screen, but it's showing up there. I'll throw that to you. But if you look at those footprints, whose footprints do those look like?
I don't know.
Those are the bottoms of Jordan soles.
It's gonna be Miles.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
So there's a possibility. So if the teaser is the way they're going, like, we might be seeing Miles Morales in this movie.
I could see it.
And with Peter going through the change of possibly Man Spider, possibly Venom, because it's just black eyes. Everybody's assuming. Which, I mean, I definitely think they're going to probably do the Man Spider thing. But if the stuff goes through, if they're still going on the Venom track like they did with Last Dance and whatnot, we could be seeing a black suit Spider-Man in the near future.
Which I'm going to hope and cross my fingers that they literally wait till after Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Considering Venom was introduced in the comics in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Where he's on an alien planet in a battle world and he brings a symbiote back with him. And, like, that would be the way to do it. That would just be... I know they're rebooting afterwards. Yeah. Or soft rebooting. But I'd be cool with it, too, though.
So, I mean, yeah, because the trailer has him going all black, or his eyes going all black and whatnot. But I think that has something to do with the hand. I think the hand's doing something.
Yeah.
Also, the black eyes could be Mr. Negative.
That's fair, or it could just be a Man Spider evolution.
Could be a Man Spider evolution too. So there's options, but no. But if that poster is any inclination, and we already did see Childish Gambino in the second Spider-Verse movie as Prowler,
as Miles' uncle.
So, and they hinted at him being the Prowler in Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
So Miles is in this universe, somewhere. So. Hopefully, maybe we'll get to see a live-action Miles in this movie, and that may be a big secret that they're keeping. That somehow Miles Morales becomes Spider-Man 2, not number 2, as in also.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah.
It could be anybody under the mask. I'm going to quote Stanley like 90 times in this.
Yeah. Well, and they have shown in the trailer there is a figure that is hooded and cloaked. You don't see their face.
I'm assuming that's Sadie Sink's character.
That's what everybody's saying, and that's how they've digitally like the people who like changed the scales said it was Sadie Sink under the mask.
Yeah.
But again, Marvel's done weird things before where they try to throw us curveballs and loops to get people to guess. But I'm still with you. I'm still hoping it's not Jean. I'm hoping it's like Firestar or something else.
If they do it right, I know who it is.
Okay.
It's Hope Summers.
Okay.
And it's coming right before an incursion in the timelines.
Okay.
She's coming in to grab, because that's our, and I realized it at the moment too, our anchor being is Peter Parker.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
As every Marvel universe is, it's Peter.
Well, I mean, Wolverine's one universe. And,
that's true, yeah.
But it's Peter.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like, oh, it's Hope. And like Cable, I'm assuming Cable is going to be in Doomsday since we have Deadpool and all the other mutants.
Yeah.
And like, I know he's probably going to be a nice cameo of Josh Brolin and probably Sadie Sink bringing in, hey, I brought this guy you asked me for.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, no, as a comic reader. Now, comic readers and movie makers are two different people.
Yeah.
If it's Jean Grey, I'm going to watch it, but that's incredibly stupid. Is introducing a third Jean Grey before a universe reboot.
Yeah.
That one's silly. And I will maintain that it's silly the whole time.
But it would make sense that she's their kid.
Yeah. Which she's not even a summer, technically. Hope is not. Hope was when House of M happened, she was the first mutant born.
Oh, okay.
And then Cable, technically she's Jean and Scott's adopted granddaughter.
Got it.
Because Cable raised her in a whole different timeline.
Oh, okay.
And, they basically were time cops.
Yeah.
And if they're bringing the X-Men back, and that's how you do it, is you kind of just introduce House of M into the equation and introduce Hope. Because Hope was the biggest character of, like, the mid-2000s after House of M for the X-Men. And, like, whole wars were started over her. That's why we got AVX and all that other stuff. But yeah, my going theory is it's Hope, or it's a version of Mayday. If it's Jean, I'm going to be annoyed, but I'm going to watch it. I'm going to say how silly that is the whole time. I'm going to be pointing out every time. It's like, oh, I'm Jean Grey. That's silly. And I'm going to keep pointing out.
It's like, this is dumb. Why would you do these things?
Right, that's silly. But yeah, and then I don't have to rewatch it because I can remember Spider-Man 2 to this day. Perfect Spider-Man movie.
I enjoy Spider-Man 2.
Perfect Spider-Man movie.
I don't think I enjoy it as much as most people, but I think I enjoy the first one more.
That's fair.
Than the second one. But I think it's just because that was being a huge Spider-Man guy and actually getting to watch it in the theaters on opening night, and we went back when you actually couldn't pre-buy tickets. You had to
get there.
You had to go and line up, and we were in line.
No assigned seating.
Yeah, no assigned seating. We and my parents, my sister and I, we stood in line at the old B&B theater, and we were out the door. We were in the back parking lot waiting in line, and we went and we got tickets we got there like 3, and we got tickets for the 7:00 show.
See, I remember seeing the first Michael Bay Ninja Turtles. I think it was still at the old theater. It'd have been really close, if not at the new theater. I
think because the new theater transition was with the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie time frame. So I'm trying to remember.
We have the Google in front of us, so we don't have to look here silly.
But yeah, no, because I remember the last movie that I watched in the theater, and this was when I still got to go with Jimmy to the early employee-only screenings before Disney started shutting everything down. Was the last ones we watched was Winter Soldier.
2014 was Guardians.
Yeah. Was Winter Soldier and RoboCop. And
Ninja Turtles was also 2014.
So yeah, so it was right when the new theater got built. Yep.
And I remember it was when I got I stood for that movie because they oversold tickets.
Oh wow.
For the Michael Bay Turtles.
Man.
Yeah, because
so it may have been in that process where they were transitioning over.
I think it was the transition.
It was the transition between the two. Yeah, because I remember watching Guardians, the first one, at the old theater, but then I also watched it at the new theater.
So I think what happened was because they came out the same week.
Okay, so
I think all the grand screen and assigned seats were Guardians.
Yeah.
And Michael Bay Turtles were shoved into
the regular traditional theaters,
and where they oversold, and it was just standing room only.
While they were still learning how many seats they had in each theater. Yep.
August 2014.
Yep. Nope, that's not. Yeah, because that was the first movie that I watched in the new theater was Guardians of the Galaxy. I went and bought tickets for the grand screen, and that's what I watched at the grand screen. Yep.
And I was there at the same time because I think I saw Guardians already, and then I saw Turtles like the same weekend.
Yeah.
And of course, they're going to put the big blockbuster.
Oh yeah.
On the grand screen.
Well, at that point, Disney was buying out as many big screens as they could.
Yeah.
For movies like that. I mean, they still are. They're trying to.
Right.
But then when you have other big blockbusters.
I don't know. They're going to fight Dune.
Yeah. That's so. Oh, I'm so excited though. But that's off topic.
That's off topic. Way to go, Andrew.
I know. I like movies, and there's.
Hey, that's why we're talking about movies right now.
There you go. Let's see. I mean, talking to Spider-Man, we're doing movies. It was like, I think I know your answer, and I want to think about it for a second because I don't know where mine is technically because I got to argue in my head. And then you may have already said it. It was like, but favorite Spider-Man movie and why? I think you said reason why, but I'm encompassing all of them.
So favorite one is definitely the first one. I probably said number 2 a minute ago. I said it was the best.
Yeah, there you go.
I said number 2 was the best, but number 1 is my favorite of all of them. Number 1 of Raimi's is my favorite Spider-Man movie because I can still hear in the VHS tape the Nickelback song in the credits.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah.
Like the whole movie just sticks with me. I meme it all the time. Like if I can meme a movie, like that's why I love the prequels in Star Wars. All the Palpatine memes. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm something of a scientist myself. I use that at least once a week.
Yeah.
And I love that movie. Like Willem Dafoe, like I said, perfect Green Goblin. Tobey Maguire, I know they were a little old to be teenagers. I understand that. Again, I will not hop on my high horse about I don't care. I don't want teenagers in movies anymore because adults are weird.
But they were graduating and they were high school seniors in that first movie.
You know, we had Elizabeth Banks in that movie.
Oh my gosh.
She was the secretary.
She is in that movie. I forgot about that.
James Franco.
Yes.
Before he became a big name.
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons as the absolute perfect J. Jonah
Jameson. He's the only J. Jonah Jameson. I will take no other.
Yeah.
I will take nobody else as JJ.
No, we had Kristen Dunst. I almost called her Kristen Stewart.
That's a different.
Right, I meme too much on Ryan about Twilight. But Kristen Dunst as I loved her as Mary Jane.
I thought she did a good job too.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people said she was a weird character, but I'm like, you know, she didn't know he was Spider-Man. He was just a guy that wasn't showing up.
Yep.
We saw the whole story in Peter Refused to Say Anything. And in the third movie, whenever it was like, well, you know, she didn't have to tell him like what Gobby Jr. said. I'm just like, Spider-Man treated her like crap for the first half of that movie. Even did their kiss on TV with Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
You know, and then made a whole like dinner about celebrating her about him.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, like you gotta treat your partner like a little bit of equal there. You're the boys.
Yep, they're outside.
But yeah, no, perfect image to the fact that she's gonna be our Alex in Minecraft.
That's funny.
Yep, I don't know if you saw that.
I did not see that.
Yep,
but that's awesome.
She is going to be our Alex for the Minecraft movie.
I'm okay with that.
Yep, nope, I'm excited because she doesn't get to do much anymore.
No, she's not a household name much anymore, but I think she stepped away from acting for a little bit.
I think so too. Yeah, because I mean, she was on top of the world for a while between Spider-Man, the Bring It On movies,
yeah, and
just little bit roles and everything.
Well, a lot of actors from the '90s they kind of stepped away.
Like Cameron Diaz disappeared.
Yeah,
she comes back for Shrek every half a decade.
Oh yeah, no.
Right, Mike Myers stepped away, come back for Shrek every half a decade.
And they're making a new Shrek, so here we are.
Every half a decade, we're gonna get a Shrek. That's the rules.
I'm okay with this. If it's good.
I hope it's good, but that's a whole topic we'll get into with Gary, because it looks a little wonky.
Yeah.
It looks a little AI touched. I'm not a fan of that.
I need that Puss in Boots 2 animation style again.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, this one looks a little too machine-y.
It looks too perfect.
Yeah.
Which is a problem.
It's Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, it looks too perfect.
Yeah. Shrek don't look right.
Yeah.
I need my Shrek to look a little bit wonky. A little bit goofy. That's all I need in my life. But anyway, back to Spider-Man. So, Andrew, what's your favorite one?
I'm torn. I really am. Because, like, I love the original 3.
Mm-hmm.
With kind of, I mean, yeah, it's the first time I got to see
But I know
Spider-Man.
Garfield's your favorite Spider-Man.
Andrew's my favorite. I'm honestly really tossed between TASM 1 and and the first Spider-Verse movie. I think are the two that
Spider-Verse is good too.
That's what I was like, I'm really torn. I think at the end of the day, I think TASM 1 is probably my favorite just because they do. They rehash Peter's origin story, again, but they start with his first villain with Lizard.
Yeah.
And they start with his relationship with Gwen and they don't start off with MJ right at the beginning, which I get. MJ was the girl next door his entire life. Blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
But Gwen was first in the comics too.
But Gwen is first, so they do that. And I think the only argument, that people always bring up, like, well, but it didn't seem like Spider-Man. I was like, well, yeah, he was doing the weird, he was doing the weird angsty teen stuff.
Toby was the best Peter Parker. Andrew was the best Spider-Man.
Yeah. No, because you get the quips. You actually got to... And I think that was the part that I missed. And I know they did the whole organic webbing thing with Toby, but I missed them doing the web shooters.
Yeah.
And you actually got to see Andrew Garfield build the tech. You watched him build the suit. Like, it was him. He made his homemade suit. And you got to watch him do the process of him becoming Spider-Man in that movie.
And Tom is the best combination of both.
Yes. Yeah, and Tom Holland is a fantastic does
both. Like, he's a good mix of both of those two.
Yeah.
And he carries on their legacy. And so, getting to that, like, I know, like, No Way Home was nostalgia bait.
Yeah.
But they did it right.
Yeah.
Because probably same year, if not real close to it, the final of the new Jurassic World trilogy came out with also nostalgia bait.
Yeah.
And that
Dominion, yeah.
And that movie made me retroactively dislike the old Jurassic Parks a little bit, just because it was so bad.
Oh yeah, no, Dominion.
And you realized how stilted Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt were in that movie, who are fantastic actors. Like, but whenever you saw Jeff Goldblum and Sam Neill,
they could hold a pillar to the original.
No, I'm just like, oh, these are actual characters. These are fleshed out, because they had no character. Like, what was Claire's characterization in those movies?
I'm a scientist, and
she wasn't even a scientist. She was rich manager in the first movie.
No, she was one of the scientists.
She was marketer.
Oh no, I thought she was one of the scientists in the lab too.
No, that's why they brought the nerds along. That's why they brought Justice Smith with old Detective Pikachu.
That's right.
Yep, that's why they brought the nerds.
Because I could have sworn.
And in the second movie, she was with no explanation, an activist against everything.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the first movie, she was just kind of letting people die for the sake of advertising. She's kind of the villain in that first movie.
Yeah, well, she's the Hammond in that one.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
She's the Hammond of the new movies.
But yeah, like, but again, bringing those three into the last movie, it just was like, oh, Claire and Owen kind of suck.
I was like, well, Owen gets character development. He gets it throughout the first two movies, but again, because the first one, you like, okay, he's the Raptor Wrangler, and then he's like, okay, now I gotta be a hero. And the second one, he's basically dad.
He's like, I'm gonna be a dad.
Yeah, he's the dad to the
Raptor girl.
To the Raptor girl. And then that third one, he's still being dad to the Raptor girl, but she finds grandma and grandpa.
Yeah.
Who take a little more better care of her in the third one.
Yeah. But yeah, no, but then, like, back to Spider-Man, bringing in Toby and Andrew did not take away from Tom's Spider-Man.
No.
They all, like, lifted each other up in storytelling. And physically at one point.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just... So, like, there's a good way to do nostalgia and there's a bad way to do nostalgia.
Well, and I think... And then that third one... And I was like, and I get the complaint that people are making online is that instead of us getting one origin movie, we got 3 origin films for Tom, which I'm kind of okay with.
It was one big story, not 3 origin films.
Yeah, it's one big story across the whole thing because we don't get the great power, great responsibility speech until the third one with him, and I get the argument. The first film, he felt like Iron Man Jr.
He was Iron Lad, 100%.
And the second one is kind of, he's not in New York, so a lot of people are like, well, that one's dumb too. And I mean, they kind of ruined my boy Mysterio a little bit, but I like the way they did it.
I'll say Quentin Beck's perfectly in character in those movies. He's a turd messing with people. The only thing they changed is he's not an actor. He's a scientist.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I want him to be more goofy and flashy, and he really wasn't. And that's the only thing. That's my only complaint about.
They MCUized him.
Yeah, they made him more. They modernized him for the films, and but he was an Iron Man villain. Yeah, he's like I'm only doing this because I'm angry at Iron Man, and I'm like, well then go mess with Tony. Why are you messing with Peter? Like that makes
Tony dead.
Well, that's
he dead, Andrew.
Was he at that point?
Yeah, because that was second Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that is after Endgame.
Yeah.
So
the only one pre-Iron Man death is Homecoming.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that's
so then he has to. That's right. So
he got gifted the glasses.
Yeah. So he messes with Iron Man Jr.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Which they need to bring that kid back from Iron Man 3. He needs to be Iron Lad.
Yeah, look. I mean, he came back in Endgame. He was in
He does. That's what I'm saying. But
yeah.
I want him to come back as like Iron Lad.
That would be cool. Or bring Morgan back as Iron Lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a whole Morgan Stark that they've done nothing with. And the only time we've seen Happy was in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well, yeah. Well, and we had, well,
and Homecoming. Not Homecoming. Long Way Home. What's the second one?
No Way Home.
No Way Home's the third one.
Oh, Far From Home.
Far From Home. There we go. Yeah, Happy was the main.
Yeah, he's the main helper with.
Yeah, I mean, because he's in that one.
He's basically Pepper in that movie.
Yeah, and he kind of gets dumped by Aunt May.
Yeah,
which is hilarious.
That is the funny part.
And then he gets really sad when he goes to see her grave and.
Yeah.
No Way Home.
And No Way Home, yeah. No, I enjoy all three Tom's movies, especially with the addition with him in Civil War and him in.
I like that he's part of a universe.
Yes, and it fits well.
That's what both Spider-Man, the other two, are missing. Like we get little hints, like Raimi hints that like Doctor Strange exists.
Yeah.
That's about as close as we get to like other Avengers and heroes existing in that universe. And TASM is it's a self-contained universe.
Yeah, there are no other heroes on that world that we know of, at least.
No, because they even asked, "What's an Avengers?"
Yeah.
I think Toby would know.
Well, maybe.
But
I think that's just also Sam Raimi because he likes the dark and mystical side of stuff, so he might mention those characters.
I mean, he did get to do a Doctor Strange movie.
He did get to do Doctor Strange too.
Get to do Multiverse of Madness, which a lot of people don't like, but I love that movie.
I enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, like I have fun with that movie.
I think it could have been better. I was expecting a little bit more, but I think it was also at the same. And this was the argument that we were kind of having last night too when we were doing movie night, because we were watching Narnia. We watched the third one, but then we're like, hey, it's only 10 o'clock, and we were talking about more movies we wanted to watch. So then we just sat down and we were going through movies, because they're like, you have 80 something, or no, not 80 something. Like there's like 40s or 30 or 40 something. Like there's that many Marvel movies. I'm like, yeah. And we're just going down the list, and they're like, what's New Mutants? So I was like, well, let's watch New Mutants. It's only 90 minutes. So we started watching New Mutants.
Such a good movie.
I enjoy it. They're like, that movie was okay. And I'm like, I feel that. I understand. Being the comic book person and knowing what Essex Corp is, and knowing what Mr. Sinister is, and knowing how all the intricacies, I'm like, this is a good movie.
Yeah, and the fact that it was a pretty good adaptation of Demon Bear.
And it was a decent adaptation. And so we were watching all that. And I'm like, it was okay. They're like, well, it wasn't really much of a horror. And I was like, unfortunately, I think what we get in the comics for the Marvel stuff, and even some of the darker side of Spider-Man, we don't get to see all of the horror-esque aspects of these characters because it would not be good for a broader audience with these characters.
My two favorite horror scenes in the MCU, both done by, not MCU, but Marvel, both done by Raimi, is the scene in Spider-Man 2 with the tentacles.
Yeah.
That just murks all the doctors.
Yep, absolutely.
And then same as is the really cool mirror scene in Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, yeah.
When Wanda's just ripping people. I'm just like...
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That one like made me cringe just a little bit. Just because like, ooh, Wanda.
Yeah. No, because... And that's the thing. Like, we have a couple movies that in the cinematic universe... Well, the first Raimi film wasn't a part of the universe, but now it technically is because of the No Way Home. Yeah. But
I pretty much
I guess
I consider them all
all the
MCU
Marvel movies now because of Deadpool and Wolverine and everything else.
Yep. And
throughout the years.
maybe except for the 3 Fantastic Four movies.
I think the first 2. I don't know about Fan Force.
No, never mind. Yeah, we got Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot.
Yeah.
I always forget about him.
Because he was in Deadpool and Wolverine. So yeah, so the first 2, yes. The Fan Force stick, no, I don't think they'll. Well, I don't know. We'll see what Doomsday does.
I hope they bring Miles Teller back as the Maker.
That'd be dope. I'd be okay with that.
That would be really cool.
I think that'd be. I think he'd do a good job as the Maker.
Yeah, a Reed that's been tarnished by his creator and his world. You know,
and that whole one is he's you could definitely tell that he's tired of humanity in that one.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, also that movie should have been a much better movie about a nihilist. Yeah. Not Doctor Doom. Yeah. Because you can even see they go to the Phantom Zone and the guy comes back. Like Doom was supposed to die and disappear, and then Nihilus was supposed to come out, and then they find Doom a couple movies later if the universe works it right. Yeah.
Yeah, Victor would have came back somehow, some way because Mystical Man.
But no, like Michael B. Jordan as Johnny was great.
Yeah.
But pretty much anything Michael B. Jordan touches is great.
For the most part, yeah.
And then Kate Mara as Invis is fantastic.
No, she was a fantastic Sue. I absolutely loved it. And I love the only issue I have with Ben in that movie is I did not like his voice.
I don't like he was naked for a
Well, that was weird too. That was weird too. I kind of get that design choice, but I didn't like his voice. His voice did not match his appearance. Yeah. I mean, if they're going for I get it. They do. That's an anime trope. You get this big monstrous dude, and he has a high-pitched helium voice. I get it. That's the funny. But this was the thing. This wasn't supposed to be a gag.
And Michael Chiklis spoiled us.
Yeah, and Michael Chiklis spoiled us. So
it's clobbering time.
Yeah. Well, and then even the new guy with First Steps. Yeah, like his voice changed when he became Ben, and oh my gosh, I loved it.
I need to rewatch that movie. I haven't seen it since theaters.
Oh, First Steps is so good. And so yeah, but that's my biggest complaint about Thing in that one is just his voice did not match because it's the skinny little kid who gets really, really big and buff, like monstrous size, and his voice is the exact same as he was when he was a puny scientist kid. So I was like, all right, this is lame. But no, yeah, and I could definitely tell, or I could definitely see, yeah, because you have Reed in that one. You have Reed who's he's upset because his friend got turned to a stone. He thinks his friend's dead. He gets barred by the U.S. government. He gets barred by Sue's dad. Like, it's just, he feels like the world has turned his back against him the entire time. Yeah. And then finally, when he gets back with his friends, he's fine. But yeah, no, I could definitely see him being the Maker. Him being the evil version of Reed eventually. Yeah, I 100% could see that. But going back to the whole argument was, I think for the mass audiences, they couldn't adapt all the supernatural stuff like we would like to see. Yeah. Because like even if the Fox X-Men universe did, and they put hints to all of it within, because we saw it within Logan, we saw it within Deadpool and Wolverine a little bit. Well, not really much in Deadpool, but we saw it in Logan. We 100% saw it in Logan, where they do with the X-23 in the Essex Corp. We saw it in New Mutants. What was the other one because it was part of the post-credit scene for one of them. Oh gosh,
I think it was Apocalypse.
May have been Apocalypse, yeah.
It was Apocalypse. They mentioned it,
where they do the Essex Corp at the end, and I'm like, oh, are we getting a Mr. Sinister? And if they did Mr. Sinister correctly, that's gonna be a creepy movie. Oh yeah. If they did Mr. Sinister, and we were talking about that too, because I was like, yeah, as I was trying to explain Mr. Sinister, and they were like, what's the big deal? I was like, out of all the villains in Marvel, he is like my number 2 creepiest villain of all time. Like Demon King is probably number 1. Oh god, yeah. And then Mr. Sinister is number 2. And then Caleb was like, well, where would you put Jessica Jones as villain? I was like, Kilgrave, Purple Man? He's probably number 3 for me. Because he's just... But no. But what what Mr. Sinister does to just Scott and Jean.
Yeah.
Kind of leaves a very sad taste in your mouth.
Clones the man's dead wife, makes him impregnate her.
Yeah.
Oh,
and at the same time plays with their genetic code where they physically can't have children normally.
Yeah.
And they can only do it through his weird science. Yeah.
If you want a fun Google, we'll have an X-Men episode one day, but Google Madeline Pryor and just have fun with that.
Oh, it's so bad. Yeah. No, the Essex Corporation and Mr. Sinister, I'm like, yeah, no, he's definitely up there for like...
Well, as a movie guy, Andrew.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, like, since we're on that, would you rather have something that's going to not land as well now in theaters, but will be remembered later on and, like, carry the movie in the future, or something that's made for a more general-going audience? I'm going to point a scene out here to you that is definitely probably already cringe to the kids. The scene where the Hulk dabs. Could we have done anything else in that scene?
Yeah. No, as a movie lover, I would much rather have films that are more timeless and meaningful, even if they're not overly popular at the theater. That's what I would rather have, instead of just something that's more appealing to mass audiences. I mean, and I get it; it's all for cash grab.
Yeah, they're there to make money. It's their job.
But there's a reason why, like, when we start talking about like greatest films of all time, like, and you start talking about that,
not a lot of modern films are mentioned.
There's not a lot of modern films, and sometimes those films are not easy to get through. No. They're very difficult. They're dry. They're slow. And again, that's just because of the way movie making and time. Like probably my most favorite movie of all time is Casablanca. It's an old black and white film. It takes place in Morocco, and it's all in this hotel. But the movie is so slow because it tells you everything. It assumes you as an audience member are not the most intelligent person in the room, and they're okay with that. And they're okay with, but that's how audiences were. They allowed them to...
We didn't have fandoms outside movies.
Yeah, so they had to tell you everything. And they didn't like, expect you as an audience member would just be able to point out something. They expected, you would figure it out, or they had to tell you. Which, I mean, and that's one big thing I do like about modern movies. It's not always, they don't have to tell you everything. They show you, which I think is better. Show, don't tell. Mm-hmm. But there's just something about the older movies that just I don't know, it just makes you feel more nostalgia for them. Like, I still haven't watched all the Godfather films. I've only watched the first one. I have the second one's on my list to watch eventually.
The first one was such a slog.
But the first one, but again, they say the second one is so much better than the first one, and I'm like, I got to get there. Yeah. I have to get in the mood for that. And I mean, after watching Penguin, that kind of put me in a gangster kind of mood. But
you could, there's also a thing where your time could be spent better. Like, you could watch Goodfellas.
That's true.
You could watch Scarface.
That's true. But it's just on the list of watching those old style movies. Or like, or there's a reason why people still love watching Titanic, even though they've re-released that movie I don't know how many times in the theater.
James Cameron and his re-releasing things to make him back on top of the box office.
Hey, more power to him. I mean, he's got the top 3 spots, and he's earned the top 3 spots. So, actually, I think he has the top 4 out of 5 now.
Yeah, because I think Endgame's number 5 still.
Endgame's number 5 now, yeah, because after Fire and Ash, it dropped it to 5 instead of 4.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so all 3 Avatar movies are top 5. Titanic, I think, is number 2.
Yeah.
Still. It was Avatar and Titanic, or Avatar and Endgame
Endgame were bouncing back and forth for a while.
Yeah, but no, I think Endgame's dropped because Titanic went back up there again.
It'd be also really hard for Disney to re-release Endgame in theaters and get the same views.
Yeah, well, which I think they said they were doing that before Doomsday. I think we're supposed to get Endgame back in theaters around September, August time. flip that. September, October time. There we go.
I'd assume, I'd hope, like, first Avengers, second Avengers, Civil War, and then...
Yeah. No, I think
Endgame.
I think they're just dropping Endgame back in theaters again. Oh, yeah, no, it is. It's just Endgame, and there's
an extra scene.
They've added an extra scene, which I think it's just... They add a Fantastic Four scene, I think.
Yeah, I've heard... I remember that now. They're adding a scene, and I was like... I will decide on the scene of whether I want to buy a new copy of my Blu-ray.
Well, it would be one of those, like, what did they do? Well, because they did it with No Way Home as well, where they released an extended version of the movie, and it's like, and it's a legit, it's like an extra like 17 minutes. Ooh. It's a decent length, and it kind of, so like when you're watching the movie and there's like those weird parts where it's just the movie doesn't seem to flow just right, like it's awkward. They fix those things throughout. They
just by cutting it to runtime is what made it.
Yeah, so they actually flesh out the beginning, like you actually get to see New York hating on Peter a lot more. So they extend things out to like just help with the story where we actually get to see why New York hates Peter so much. And they kind of flesh it out a little bit more. So that part's kind of nice. But I don't know. But that's, I'm just kind of waiting for, we'll see. I don't know if, and I'm trying to remember. I was like, I think Jimmy and I went to go watch it in theaters when they re-released No Way Home. And then when it came out, they didn't offer a physical release. You could only buy it digitally. So I have it on. That's silly. So I have it on my, I think they eventually released it again. Or they released it physically. But it was like several months after, like you could buy it exclusively digitally for so long, and then they finally put it out on regular or physical copy. That's the words I want.
I will give you money for physical media. Even if you made it pre-order, print to order. If you guys just printed physical media. Like, we don't want to mass produce this. You already have the facilities to mass produce it. And if you just, like, paid to order, I'd buy it. Yeah.
But I've also figured out how to, or I'm slowly, because it's starting to, I'm wondering if things are happening in the zeitgeist of the world. Because all my TikTok feed now has been of how to create my own streaming service with all my physical media. So how to take my DVDs and my Blu-rays and strip them and put them on onto a server.
We're going back to the yo-ho-ho route.
Yeah. So
it's going back to media communism.
I was like, and I might start doing that. I mean, I have a lot of my digital copies still with downloaded on a hard drive from Apple, but everything on my Fandango at home. Voodoo, my ultraviolet digital copies. Oh gosh, that's been a while since they've been called ultraviolet digital.
It's HD DVD.
Yeah, HD DVDs, all that fun stuff. But taking the ones that I don't have a digital copy of, like, which I know they can take them off my Voodoo at any time, but taking those and stripping them and putting them into a digital library, I'll probably go buy an external hard drive and just start storing them on there just in case. Yep. Then I always have them no matter what. So if the disc goes bad, I still have the hard drive because that's just a plug and play on any computer.
Or your PlayStation, depending on the movies. Don't plug and play Sony movies in there that you got.
Yeah, they kind of get upset with that.
They'll get in trouble. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the comments route.
That's why Xbox. They let you play anything for that thing. Yay, Microsoft!
For OnePlus, I'll give Microsoft.
I was like, while Matt does that, I'm going to step away real quick and go check on my puppies, but I'll be right back and I'll listen.
I'm going to stand here all awkwardly and I'm going to stare at Andrew as he walks. Or you could pause and take a break for a second.
Yeah, we can go do that. Actually, because I do. I have that. I have a
function.
I was like, we'll be right back. Ta-da! Alrighty. Ta-da! And we're back.
We teleported.
Kind of.
We should have switched seats. They'd been so confused.
Our names would have been so wrong. Mm-hmm. They've been great. Ugh.
Yeah. ASMR Andrew drinking soda.
That's right.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about the comic portion. My favorite Spider-Man comic is not this one that I brought with. It's very just. It's like, oh yeah, that's the favorite. It's Kraven's Last Hunt, including. But I have an Epic collection at home that has my two favorite stories because they're all in the same time period. It's Kraven's Last Hunt followed by the wedding of Peter and MJ.
Yeah.
Because it all happened in like a 2-year period.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if you've never read Kraven's Last Hunt, which I believe Andrew has my hardcover, Kraven's Last Hunt, still somewhere.
Maybe
that was a gift though. So.
Oh yeah, I have it. Yeah, it's
if you haven't read it yet, Andrew.
I need to finish that Epic collection.
It's a very dark story, but it's very good.
It's like it's part of the Venom one, right?
No, you have that one too, but you have my hardcover of Kraven's Last Hunt as well.
Maybe I'll have to go look on my trade shelf.
Yep,
it's been a minute.
Yep, but read that one. That's the reason why I laughed when everybody was mad that Kraven just died in Spider-Man 2. That's what he does.
Yeah,
that's what he does. Like Kraven, the Kraven we have nowadays is his son.
Mm-hmm.
If they haven't brought back the original,
yeah.
But I brought with my favorite jumping on point. Nobody ever talks about this because all you hear nowadays when you talk about Dan Slott Spider-Man is how bad he was at the end. Dan Slott did a solid run. So this takes place. This is a perfect Spider-Man jumping on point for anybody. Because if you're confused about anything, so is Peter. Because this takes place right after Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah.
This is as soon as Peter got his body back.
Woohoo!
And so he find out Doc Ock's been doing stuff in his body for 6 months, and he is trying to put the pieces back together. So while Peter's finding out, you're finding out. It introduces Cindy Moon, Silk, to the series, who also got bit by the same spider Peter did at the same event. She comes in, and it trade leads into Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
But this is basically your prelude to it, and the start of his run to basically the start of what we got in modern everything nowadays.
Yeah.
But if you ever want a Spider-Man story that you're like, hey, I don't know much about what's going on, and I don't want to read a really old comic, Spider-Man, the Parker Luck.
Yep.
But yeah, like, beautiful art by Humberto Ramos.
Like, and if you're curious what the regular issue, like, this is the actual number 1 for that series too. So this is so Matt has the trade, which has the first 6
issues.
Six issues.
This is your affordable route.
I got lucky with this one.
Yeah.
My parents found this at an antique store.
Nice.
And the guy did not know what he had.
The 3rd issue is also way more expensive.
I believe it.
Because it's the first full appearance of Cindy.
Ah, yes.
Yes. So if you wanted to, I got this recently, bought it again for $10 on eBay. You can usually buy it for that, and then if you want to go from there, you can just grab the Spider-Verse trade paperback. And it'll lead you in. It introduces Spider-Gwen. This is our first Spider-Gwen in the universe. Our Spider-Noir. It gives you every character that you love from modern Spider-Man media starts here.
And that actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like that's probably a good copy that I should get, or a book that I should get Celeste.
Yeah,
because she loves Miles and she loves the whole Spider-Verse set.
Yeah, like this is your it has none of them in it until the next trade. But this is...
But that builds into it.
This is your Spider-Man jumping on point. Like, if you want a modern era just to read Spider-Man, grab Dan Slott and Humberto Ramos, who are still doing books, because Slott's doing a current Spider-Man book. He's doing the Hulk and Punisher one that we got.
Oh, yeah.
No, not Tickman. Slott's doing Brand New Day.
Right. Oh, so he's the other one.
Yeah, he's doing the Punisher.
The Punisher Spider-Man.
The Punisher Spider-Man one, because they're getting like 3 Hulk, Spider-Man, Punisher crossover. Because Kevin Smith's doing the 3rd one.
Oh my god. I'm gonna be broke.
I'm already broke. That's my secret cap.
I'm already broke too.
That's my secret cap. I'm always broke.
Yeah.
But no, this picks up. This also gives a new basic. This builds up Electro as a better villain.
Ooh.
Because he was kind of a joke character before this series.
Yeah,
and then at the end of the first issue, he blows up a prison on accident.
Ooh.
Yeah, kills a bunch of people, and then sets Black Cat free, who is actually a villain in this series again.
Nice.
Not just like an anti-hero, because during Doc Ock's reign with Peter Parker, look at that. During Doc Ock's reign with Peter Parker, he basically broke all of his ties with all of his old allies, and where he cared for his villains. You know, Peter were like, hey, Max, what's going on this week? Because that was another thing that Andrew Garfield got very well, is trying to be friends with Shocker and Electro and all them.
Yeah.
And that's what this does, is just like, Doc Ock broke all of that. He put a chip in Electro's head that made him more compliant.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like, Superior Spider-Man was a cool story, but like one of the darkest Spider-Man stories. It's one of my favorites, though, as well.
Yeah.
Because that's... Doc Ock gets a reality check in that.
Yeah.
Because he's fighting a villain and he goes one punch and knocks their jaw clean off.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, Spider-Man could have killed me at any time.
He's like, oh no.
I'm alive because Spider-Man allows me to be.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a better Spider-Man.
Well, tries to be.
Tries to be. He does. He spends most of the series, in his own way, he spends most of the series doing good.
Yeah.
Like, it is all in Good's name, even though he doesn't know the quite proper route to get there.
Yeah. So, I was like, I just grabbed a random... I have way too many Spider-Man books. We don't even... I was like, I think my favorite, like, modern run has just been... I really like the one-shots that they do with Spider-Man, or the little mini-series.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the Web of the Goblin was really, really good. Or,
yeah.
That was,
Shadow of the Goblin.
Shadow of the Goblin, yeah. That one was really good. Web of Shadow... Was it Web of Shadows? Other one that they just did. That was really, really good. They've done a couple, like, little six-issue miniseries recently with Spider-Man that have been really, really good.
Andrew has, I don't know if he's read it yet, but it was the Christmas one-shot.
I did watch that one.
That one's very good.
That one was good.
It was just Peter getting... Aunt May's out of town on a cruise, and Peter's just getting handed around to all the superhero teams, thinking that, like, oh, they're just here because I'm a burden, and they don't want me to be alone, and... No, it turns out they're all inviting him because he brightens up the room just a little bit.
Yeah, because it's Peter.
You know, because the mutants are dramatic, the Fantastic Four are nerds, the Avengers are more dramatic.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, they're all fighting over who gets Peter for Christmas. You know, and it was funny with the X-Men because only, I think, Wolvie knows that Peter's identity out of the X-Men.
Yeah.
So he wore his mask the whole time. And I love that whole little story. And I'm excited for that because I know the swimsuit special comes out again, which is half cheesecake, I'm aware, but they have silly little stories in them. Yeah. And that's what I like about those, because we did a swimsuit one last year and a Christmas one, but they're just slice of life anime. Yeah. It's just, hey, here's a non-serious event. Like, they put Punisher in a Speedo. Yeah. To do a whole Marvel, like, an actual, like, swimsuit magazine in the book, because the villains made one that was better. That was it. That was the whole plot. But it was so stupid.
I mean, and I like that when they, you know, we understand that these are characters. We understand that they're not real people, and it's fun when they don't take themselves so seriously.
Mm-hmm. Another recent one, which it would fit much better in The Boys Are Crashing things.
They're just having they're beagles. They're wrestling. They're doing beagle things.
It would definitely fit much better in the 80s. But recently we got Jay and Silent Bob Meet the Marvel Universe. Yeah. And it was just silly beginning. And as you expect, a book written by Kevin Smith starring Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah. Like, apparently, like, the whole plot of the story is Silent Bob created too good of a weed strain, and he brought world peace in the future. That's awesome. Which made us too peaceful, and we all got wiped out. And Doom and Kang got mad about seeing the future. So they were all just trying to stop Silent Bob from creating that strain of weed. They never said the word weed once in the comic. They just kept calling it by its stoner name, whatever brand it was, like Silent Bob called it.
That's funny.
But it was just making me laugh the whole time. Like, Magneto's coming in trying to kill him. The Avengers are trying to save him.
That's amazing.
They're getting roasted by everybody. It's just... Like, even the people trying to save him are making fun of them.
That's awesome.
And, you know, it's not disrespectful, because Kevin Smith wrote it. Silent Bob wrote the book.
Yeah. It's like, he did this to himself. The book that I just randomly grabbed, because we were talking about the animated Spider-Man series from '94. This is a special cover from Spider-Man '94. This is the #1. This is the cover by John Zhang. and I was able to, and I got a signed copy of it, so there's signatures down there at the bottom. And it was, and he also remarked it, and if you can read it, it says this is the first thwip that he's done. So this is his design of Spider-Man in the black suit. And it's one of a kind, because the other one he's done, he's only remarked this book twice. One, he venomized it, so Spider-Man's face looks like Venom. But this is the first one he's actually done the web shooter out of his top wrist. So thought that was kind of cool. So I have one of 800 when it comes to this book. So I was like, but it's also my favorite Spider-Man growing up because I love the '94 TV series. So
That's fair.
It's like that's the Spider-Man that I grew up on.
I was more Batman and X-Men when the cartoons came out. I watched Spider-Man, but I wasn't like religiously into it until the Tobey movie came out.
I was like, out of all the animated shows growing up, I wasn't really allowed to watch Batman. I wasn't allowed to watch X-Men. So I watched Spider-Man and Superman.
That's fair.
And it wasn't because like Batman or X-Men were like bad or anything, because they're actually really, really good shows. I'm not 100% sure why X-Men. That one, I don't know why. But Batman, I kind of figured because it was definitely the darker of the two.
Literally made on black construction paper.
Yeah. So I think that's the reason why. So that's why I'm a big Superman guy over Batman, is because I grew up with Superman. Superman has always been the superhero that I loved watching. So it was Superman and Spider-Man. But yeah, no, the '94 cartoon series has always been my favorite version of Spider-Man. I love all the new animated ones. There's only one Spider-Man animated show that I don't think I enjoyed.
Is that the one that was 3D animated?
No, that one wasn't bad.
Okay.
Or I don't think I've seen all of that one, but the one...
It was like one season, and it's supposed to take place after the 2002
That's
movie.
the Neil Patrick Harris
Neil Patrick Harris one,
yeah. I didn't really get to watch that one very much. But I also think, because when that one came out... I think, isn't that the one that like aired on MTV or something?
That was MTV.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch MTV, so I did not watch that one very much. Like, I think I watched 1 or 2 episodes, and it wasn't bad. I wasn't 100%. No, it was the second iteration of the Disney era Spider-Man TV show. So they did Marvel's Ultimate Spider-Man.
That's the one that had White Tiger.
That's when I was White Tiger, Luke Cage, Danny Rand, and Nova, and they're all a little team with Nick Fury.
Yep.
That one is really, really good. There's a lot of, and I don't know why there's people on the internet that are hating on that one. That one is good. I think you all are getting it confused with the one that comes after. That was just called Marvel Spider-Man. That one is hot garbage. That one is trash. The animation style it drops substantially. But they tried to make it look like the same Peter Parker as Ultimate Spider-Man, but it wasn't. So they tried to do the same thing. Like, the logos look exactly alike, except for one says Ultimate, one just says Spider-Man. That one's trash. It only got 1 season. But I am excited for the third iteration of the Spider-Man in the Marvel Universe, the Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
The fourth.
Is that the fourth one?
You're forgetting about Spectacular.
Oh, Spectacular! Oh, that's right. Was that Disney? Was that Disney too?
I
didn't think that was the Disney era, because it's not on Disney Plus, so I didn't think that was the Disney era one.
It came out in 2008, so
I don't think that was the Disney era one. I think that one's still, because that was the only. That and the 3D one are the only ones that are not on Disney Plus. I don't know where Spectacular Spider-Man is. I haven't watched that one in a while, but I know that one was good too.
I love that one. That's one of my favorites.
That's what I think. Everyone...
That one actually, Brian Michael Bendis actually worked on that one.
Yeah. No, I've heard. I've never seen all of it in its entirety, but I've heard that one's really, really good too.
That one makes him more of a nerd.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the one that's just called Marvel Spider-Man, that one is, oh, it's so bad. And then, but yeah, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, that one came out a couple years ago.
That one's MCU adjacent.
Yeah, MCU adjacent, where it's kind of,
where we actually get a Norman and Harry.
Yeah, Norman and Harry. They kind of do the same V1 suit that we saw at the beginning of Homecoming, where he's dressed in like a blue football jersey and the weird goggles and all that stuff. So it's that. So it's, but it's not the same Spider-Man, but it's MCU adjacent. I think. I don't think it's supposed to be Tom.
It was supposed to be Tom.
Yeah,
and I think they started just flowing with the story, and then
but they're doing their own thing with it, and it's really good. It's fun to see Harry as Peter's man in the chair.
Yeah.
He's working with Oscorp, and that's how he's getting all his spider tech and everything. And he works for Oscorp. He's in high school, so it's him being a teenager, which is kind of cool. So, and the shenanigans that happen with trying to be a teenager and balance school, work, and being Spider-Man.
That's fair.
So no, Your Friendly Neighbor. I would highly recommend that one. They do a modern twist on it. I think a lot of people were upset with a couple of the things that they were trying to do with it, but it's fine. I've seen no issues with.
You were talking about making Norman black.
I think that was one of the issues that people were having.
That too.
That Norman.
But Norman's always had a fade in the comics. Like
he's had a weird hairstyle.
Like that man's always been a little bit black in the comics. But so I didn't see that as a problem. He's already had the hairstyle.
Yeah, though they literally have the same hairstyle as they do like in the 90s cartoon too. And I'm sitting there because I'm like, that's a really weird hairstyle for a white guy. Like I've never seen a white guy have that hair. And same thing when they do Harry, and I'm like, they just look weird having that hairstyle. But no, they make him black in the Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and I've enjoyed it. I think it's good.
That's fair. All right, so I got random questions, Andrew.
Yes.
Favorite Spider-Man villain? Comics, movies, doesn't matter.
That's a toughie.
Making him think, ladies and gentlemen.
You are, because I'm like racking my head.
Mine's easy. Mine's Green Goblin. Always be Green Goblin. Like, he's such the antithesis to Peter Parker. And his story's told along. Like, way Raimi did it, I loved it too, that Goblin and Peter got their powers in the same night.
Yeah.
That's such a cool little addition to the story. And just the way he's told throughout the years, things he's done, like, whenever he became the leader of S.H.I.E.L.D., and actually, like, tried to fight the Goblin away and tried to run it like a business. Mm-hmm. But, like, because when they do it good in the comics, there's a lot of, like, Raimi does it as well, is where they separate the Goblin entity from Norman.
Yeah.
Because they are two different entities. And that's cool, too. It's a Jekyll and Hyde thing.
Yeah. I was like, Goblin was definitely up there for me. I think that's why I'm arguing with myself, because I like all of Spider-Man's rogues for different reasons. Mm-hmm. That's my...
Go off on a few of them, because I like Doc Ock as well.
Like, Doc Ock is probably... like, I've always loved Lizard. I love the campiness of Mysterio. I think he's goofy. He poses no real threat, but he's goofy enough to cause issues when he doesn't have to cause issues.
My favorite dumb villain is just Rhino.
Yeah, Rhino's just fun.
He's just like, it's just gonna be a fight.
There's no purpose at all.
It's not like a psychological thriller like there's some of them. It's not science based. It's like Rhino punch hard.
Yeah.
Peter take punch. Peter punch back.
And that's why I think I like. I mean, but Peter has several of those. Like, you have Rhino, Scorpion's the same way. Shocker's kind of the same way.
Animated series. I loved Shocker.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It was just, I liked his design.
Yeah.
It was always really cool.
So, like, yeah, most of Spider-Man's villains, like, there's a few. You have the smart ones like Goblin and Doc Ock, and Mr. Negative. Who's the other, like, smart one?
Like, most of them are scientists.
Most of them are scientists. Vulture, yeah. Vulture. I love Michael Keaton. I don't think his version is my favorite, or the one from the movie.
Yeah.
I like the old retired guy.
Oh, we were so...
I like the old guy in a bird suit. Like, it's goofy.
Spider-Man 3 and 4, we were supposed to get John Malkovich as the Vulture.
I would have loved that.
With Anne Hathaway as Black Cat.
That'd been okay.
Like I don't know how, I watched the whole YouTube videos on it. I don't know how valid it is, but apparently there's old reports and scripts from Raimi about he was going, because he didn't want Venom in 3.
No.
Venom was a new character in the comics that had just gotten popular.
Yeah.
And he wanted to bring in some older villains, so he wanted Black Cat, but he was going to make Vulture Black Cat's dad.
Yeah, they were going to do the weird, where he was going to be Felicia Hardy's dad, yeah.
Yep. And I'd have watched that.
I'd been okay with that.
And because that was my only downside of the Raimi movies, is just Topher Grace's existence.
Him as Eddie Brock was a little weird.
It was weird. He was too small.
Yeah. Well, yeah, his Venom was way too... Well, he was fine as Eddie. Just, if they did Venom, he should have been... We should have seen Venom.
Well, even in the comics, Eddie's big boy.
Yeah, that's true. Eddie is pretty big.
Now, they could have changed it a little differently, and I'd have taken Topher Grace's Cletus Cassidy back then.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that would have been okay. Yeah, that would have been okay. I could see him as being a crazy person.
And then if they wanted to change up the story just a little bit, Joe Manganiello is already in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if in the time in the comics he was... No, because he actually is Venom during this run.
Yeah.
Which
was
is
like,
2014, which is 6 years later.
Yeah, Agent Venom hadn't been a thing yet.
But Flash being the antagonist of a movie and getting the Venom symbiote.
Yeah. That would have made sense.
Yeah. And just somebody who Peter's been competing with, stole Flash's girl.
Yep.
Knocked him out in high school. Like, yep. 'Cause that's the whole plot with Eddie in the comics is, Peter took his job, and then he meets the symbiote who, also feels downtrodden thanks to Peter.
Yep.
So, he throws the symbiote off, and Flash finds it.
Yeah.
And we get the same Venom story, but with Flash Thompson.
Yeah.
A character we've already built up, because that was the thing with the Raimi movies, is the first two especially, those characters are so fleshed out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they feel like actual characters. And then that third movie, you can tell he didn't want Venom in there yet. Because he barely got any, fleshing out or screen time. He was even mentioned in the first movie.
Yeah.
It was, Eddie's not getting me good enough photos of these. I'm assuming he meant Eddie Brock.
Yeah. Which
would have been like, hey, that's a cool thing. Show, a big buff guy walking around in the background if you want to have Eddie in the movies.
Yeah.
And then we bring him in and let him harass MJ for a little bit.
Yeah.
It would just work.
Well, I mean, we already had Felicia Hardy, too, in those movies. Because she's,
Tasm had Felicia.
Did she? I thought Bryce Dallas Howard's character in 3 was Felicia.
She's Gwen Stacy.
Is she Gwen Stacy?
She's Gwen Stacy.
Oh, that's right. I always got those...
Jen Erso is Felicia in the Tasm movies.
Yes.
That's what you're confusing.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard is Gwen Stacy.
That's right, she is Gwen. Okay. I could have swore she was Felicia, but no, I guess it is Gwen.
And the one we never talk about, the one nobody ever talked, Dennis Leary is Captain Stacy. You'd think that wouldn't work, but he did such a good job.
Yeah.
That man's just kind of a comedy craphead actor. I almost said the S word. Get Andrew canceled over here by his mom.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a comedy actor. He's kind of an a-hole everywhere he goes. And yeah, just him as Captain Stacy was so good. He had such good presence. And we can never unsee Emma Stone as Gwen. To the point where everybody forgets that we had Bryce Dallas Howard as Gwen Stacy already.
Yeah.
But again, fantastic actress, just gets put in bad roles sometimes. Which I see what she's doing. She's trying not to lean into her nepotism.
Yeah, no, she definitely wants to separate herself from her dad.
Yeah, because, Dad's one of the biggest directors in the world.
Oh my gosh.
Probably right under Spielberg.
If not, yeah, arguably one of the top directors. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd put him right under Spielberg as just iconic directors. And she's trying not to use him to get into movies. Yeah. And she's also a good director.
Well, she's trying to get her own directing cred, too.
Some of my favorite episodes of Mando were hers.
Yeah. Well, and she does that, and... Sorry, I lost them. Okay, I couldn't see them on camera, so I didn't know where they were.
Teleported.
They are on their sides, bellies exposed under a table.
In the beagle position.
They are happy boys. But, yeah. No, she is... Her and her dad have done way too many big things, and yeah, she's definitely trying not to use her name to get anything where she is. So, which is awesome.
Also, next random question. What's your favorite Spider-Man supporting character? I'm breaking them, everybody.
You are.
I'm going to double dip. Mine's also Norman Osborn. Because he is currently a good guy in the comics.
Yeah.
He wore Pete's suit while Pete was in space recently. Tried to do good. Because we've talked about the podcast before, but it was your first episode watching this with us. Because it's a special episode, and Spider-Man's a big thing.
Yep.
Welcome to the Mid-Mo Nerd Show, and we're a bunch of goofballs. There's usually a third one of us, and he's just a busy man.
We're an hour and 21 in, and we just talked about it and said hello.
Yeah. Just
so if you made it this far, hello.
We also have severe ADHD.
No, that's it.
But yeah.
What do you expect from a nerd podcast?
Right. But yeah, for those of you who didn't know, at one point, Kraven came back and exorcised the goblin out of Norman. So, he is currently... I'd put him more anti-hero right now, because he's still Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
But he's not the Green Goblin. But he's currently running a Spider-Versity, where he's training the next generation of spiders. Because he's worried, like, if he turns back into the Goblin and Peter's gone, there's going to be nobody to stop them.
Yeah.
And that's what its biggest fear is turning back into the Goblin. Which is such a fun book right now, because it's got the two little new spider characters that should have started out in this book. That's why their solos didn't go very well, because it's like, oh, they have no, like Spider Bite, I think, Spider Boy is the one.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and he did good for a little bit, because Peter was in his book, and he was, like, Peter's weird little sidekick, and then Peter just kind of left his book, and he couldn't carry it on his own, and then they tried to spin off Spider-Girl out of his book, and it lasted like 3 issues. And like, hey, guys, we don't want this. Give us... Especially when you don't have a Miles ongoing right now. He's starting back up soon, so... You'll have a jumping on point for Miles, Andrew. Sweet. I know that's what you've been waiting on.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having a jumping point for Miles.
Yeah, and Gwen doesn't have a book right now. Silk doesn't have a book, but these two little brand new characters have books. Like, you have spider characters. Like, I mean, MJ's finally got her own book.
Yeah.
And she's Venom. For how long, who knows.
Spoilers for those of you who have been keeping up.
Right, because Queen in Black's about to happen, and I think they're going to shake up the symbiotes.
Yeah, mad things are happening there.
Yeah, so it's going to end up being silly, and I'm here for it. Like, MJ got her time to shine a little bit. She's also one of my favorite supporting Spider-Man characters. But I consider her, like, almost a main character in her own right. Yeah. Because there is no Spider-Man without MJ most of the time.
Yeah. I was like, I think in recent... Like, I think... Outside of Peter in the Tom Holland movies, I think Ned is my favorite supporting character, which I know he's very different in the comics because Ned leads.
Well, he was his best friend at one point in the comics too.
So, but I'm really enjoying Ned. Ned leads. I think Ned is. I mean, I like the actor too. So,
yeah, you noticed he's in really good shape for this trailer.
He is. So no,
Do you think he's gonna be Hobgoblin?
I'm hoping we get some Hobgoblin action.
Do you think we're gonna get Hobgoblin?
Because I really enjoy Hobgoblin. He's goofy. He's ridiculous. But the thing about Hobgoblin that a lot of people, he's not dumb.
No.
He's a very smart individual. Is he going to get his face punched in by Spider-Man? Every time.
Every single time.
But he is a conniving little guy who will play both sides to get the most money he can. And I love Hobgoblin for that. He's a great villain. So I'm hoping that we get to see some Hobgoblin action, or at least some hint that Ned is turning evil.
So I'm hoping, like, and since we haven't talked, this is our special episode, and I probably talked about it a few times in the podcast.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping we get it Spider-Man It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
I hope without Peter in their lives, Ned has gone down a very dark... We already see that he's gone a little weird trying to figure out who Spider-Man is.
Yeah, he's doing that whole thing.
And I hope MJ goes on another like evil route. Like everybody like goes evil without Peter. I think it would be really cool.
Oh, and she's dating a mystery guy, which is the same actor who plays Ezra in the Ahsoka show.
Yeah, which I'm excited. I like him.
He's Paul.
They bring Paul to the MCU. I'm gonna lose it. And they take one of my favorite like newer actors and make him Paul. I'm gonna be so mad, Andrew.
For those of you who have not joined us, I was like, I can give you about 30 seconds to rant about Paul again since we're talking Spider-Man.
Paul's in hell where he belongs. He was introduced. So I'm gonna take a trip with you guys. We had a beautiful run by Nick Spencer. Like it ended with the Sinister War with Peter fighting 6 different Sinister Sixes at once. And then the last issue was him ending up with Mary Jane again for the first time and probably since they sold their baby to the devil for their geriatric aunt.
You know.
Looking at you.
Gary's favorite issue.
No, she died before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she died before that. This would be the second time she died.
Oh, second time. Huh.
Yeah. And yeah, so we got, and then at the beginning of the number 1, like I'm so excited. I'm like, okay, we get Zeb Wells run. Which I used to like Zeb Wells writing. I probably still do, just not as Spider-Man. Inexplicably, Peter and MJ haven't seen each other for 5 years. But time has not moved that much in the universe, so it's already stupid. And MJ was stuck in an alternate dimension with this dude named Paul, where they had fake AI babies. I'm not making any of this up. And Paul's dad is a villain. And they finally got to our timeline, and she's still dating this guy. And then every writer after this, after Zeb, has hated Paul. To the point where Al Ewing, God bless that man, killed Paul off recently. Like, that man despised Paul.
The whole world despised
Like,
Paul.
they were dumped. Like, they were broken up, but Paul was still in the books for whatever reason. That'd be like Peter's girlfriend number 7 from the 80s, just kind of like, hey, Pete, I'm still here in the books. So, I think Al kept him there so he could just make him a little more unlikable and then murder him. There's Paul. Paul sucks. That's all I have to say about that.
There you go. I think that'd be funny.
Oh, you're gonna hear me just in the theater, just like you're gonna hear me drop an F-bomb in the theater. Just...
We bought tickets. I bought tickets already for my mom and sister and I to go watch it on opening day.
I think I'm gonna wait till the weekend after.
Well, because they're this week Spider-Man is. So if you don't know this, so here you go. So if you're an Amazon Prime member, of course, around here, in our Waynesville, St. Robert area, we don't get special Amazon Prime showings. So the closest theater that does the special Amazon Prime early showings is Springfield. So you have to drive all the way down to the IMAX and the AMC. So while I would love to go see Spider-Man on the special preview night, I'm not. I want to. I'm not. Unless other people will say, hey, let's get tickets, and then we make a road trip. So I'm going to see it on Thursday at noon, because since they're doing the Wednesday night show, we're going at noon on that Thursday to go watch it, and I'm excited. I think it's going to be exciting. But yes, if the two compadres want to go on the noon showtime,
we both work.
That's right.
Yep.
Haha! Summer vacation.
Yep. Rob works till 5, and I work until 2:30.
So then, never mind.
Yep.
But I would definitely probably be seeing it again because it's Spider-Man. Of course,
I might try to go see it that night because it's Spider-Man.
But no, I will not say anything. But if I get, but it'll be like an Avengers Infinity War thing for me if I do get to sit in the theater with you. Of course, that's what's happening tomorrow. I'm seeing Supergirl tomorrow, which is a different thing. And then on Sunday, I'm planning on going with Matt and Rob again.
Oh god, yeah, because Andrew saw Infinity War early.
I saw Infinity War so stinking early, and then every single time my friends were like, let's go watch it. I watched Infinity War 4 times opening weekend. I watched it Thursday night with my parents. I watched it Friday night with somebody, with Jimmy, and then I watched it Saturday with a couple friends, and then we went back Sunday after church and watched it again. So by the time I've seen this movie 4 times. So after the whole thing happens, we get to the end. Thanos says the snap. I didn't watch the movie after the second time. I turned my face and I watched the audience's reaction.
See, everybody was watching me for the Captain Marvel reference.
Yeah.
Like everybody, because everybody had already seen it. I think I was the only one in the group who hadn't seen it on our viewing. Mm-hmm. And look at that, we get background noise.
Yes. I might have to go open the doors.
Yeah.
So I'll be right back. But yeah, well, I'll tell the story. Well, they kind of stopped. But yeah, so I turned and watched everybody's reaction to the I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. And I just got to watch everybody's face just drop as everybody getting dusted one after another. And I'm just sitting there with the goofiest smile on my face.
Andrew's evil.
Because I knew it was going to happen, and I knew what was happening after this. Because again, if you read comics, you know what happens after the snap.
Yeah.
Big things. So I was already excited for part 2 of Infinity War, back when they were still calling it Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2 before they changed it to Endgame. Yeah, so I was already... So I had a feeling that's where they were going to end the first one, was with the snap happening. And then I was fully expecting Adam Warlock to show up, and then we got goofy Adam Warlock and blah, blah, blah with Guardians 3. But, yeah, no, I was... But again, I already see the movie.
Everybody's just staring at me while I'm watching for the beeper. I'm like, oh. I did the Leonardo DiCaprio.
Of course, and then I'm also sitting there just giggling with Sam Jackson almost getting his F-bomb in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the first time. And they cut him off.
Poor guy. Star-Lord got it first.
But Star-Lord gets the first F-bomb in the MCU.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And that one's perfect.
That was good. That is James Gunn at his peak. It's good comedy. Just open the effing door. Like, oh.
Yeah.
It was so out of nowhere. And just like, oh, Chris Pratt. Love that man.
It was perfect. That one was a perfect.
Love our Mario field.
I do like me some Chris Pratt.
I finally saw, it won't be on this one, but I finally saw Galaxy.
Oh, yeah?
So good.
Galaxy is good. No, but I will always remember him as Andy from Parks and Rec.
Yep, love Parks and Rec.
Chris Pratt will always be Andy to me.
But back to Spider-Man, you reminded me with the Endgame, or the Infinity War scene, is the whole point where before he's getting dusted, Peter is feeling everything happening. His spider sense is going crazy. Yeah,
he's tingling, yeah.
The spider sense is going, like, wild, because it's just like, I don't feel so good. What's going on? Yeah. And then his the reason he was the last one is because of his healing factor. Yeah. So his body is trying to keep him alive while he is dying universally. Yeah. Like, oh, and there's the way Tom Holland delivered that one. Yeah. You suck. Like, Ryan had it on in the shop the other day while I was in there packing eBay, and I just hear, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. I'm like, I don't wanna. I'm gonna sit back here and I'm gonna sing songs.
I think they went outside.
I'm gonna sing happy songs and not deal with Peter Parker dying on screen. Now I'm gonna stand here awkwardly until Andrew gets back. You can hear him giggling in the background.
I'm coming back. Pickles want to do Piggle things. Yeah. But yeah, no. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time. I'm really hoping that this is not the last Spider-Man movie that we get with Tom Holland. I'm hoping that they keep moving forward.
I hope Sony sacks up and just, even if he's out of the MCU, we get a solid couple more Tom Holland movies.
I want at least 2 more. Yeah. Give him 6. And again, if, like we talked about the poster, if they are bringing Miles into this universe, I'm okay with that too. Yeah. I don't want them to do like what they did in the Ultimate Universe where they kill off Peter and then we just get Miles. Like, yeah. I get it. I know why they did it, but I like the stories where we get them sequentially working together.
Where he's his trainee.
Yeah.
That's why I like the Spider-Man games so much.
Yeah. Well, Spider-Man 2 was so good.
Yeah. Everybody craps on him for...
The first one was already good. The second one...
The first one was a perfect game.
Yeah. The Miles Morales game was... It could have been DLC. It didn't need to be its own game. It could have been DLC. but still solid playthrough.
I need to play that one still.
It's still a solid playthrough.
I need to play that one. I'm still waiting on a good sale for that one.
Yeah, that one doesn't go on sale very
Not
often.
really, but it's a Sony main property.
Yeah. I'd let you borrow the disc, but...
I have no disc drive.
You have no disc drive. Yeah, because I have a disc. But no, those two are fantastic. I love Spider-Man 2. Yeah, getting to play both Miles and Peter with both congruent stories going on at the same time.
Yep.
And then the comic run they just did was Spectacular Spider-Man, where you get both of them.
Yeah.
Running congruently together, trying to figure out what's going on in this really weird world with Arcade.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. That was really trippy when I started reading, and I'm like, oh, Peter's with Gwen. That's different. He's happy. He has kids with Gwen Stacy. Okay. Miles is with Kamala, so fair. And so he's with so Miles is with his girlfriend. Peter's not with MJ. I'm like, okay, well, Gwen didn't die. This is interesting. But then you realize that
that confused me too.
This is not the real world. They're trapped in a video game.
That confused me too because they had just brought back Gwen to the main timeline.
Yeah.
So I was like, it was the kids that got me like, okay, something ain't right.
Yeah, I was like, they got kids, and I'm like, okay, this is weird.
The fact that I think it's because of the age difference. I think canonically, like Gwen is a young adult.
Yeah.
Where Peter is an adult.
Yeah.
I think she's college age and he's...
Yeah, he was like almost in his 30s, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason why they're not dating Spider-Gwen and Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Because she did date Miles at one point.
Yeah, well, I mean, that makes sense.
Because they're about the same age.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing we've managed to do an entire Spider-Man episode without talking about is Ultimate Spider-Man. Well, we talked about Ultimate Spider-Man. We didn't talk about the good Ultimate Spider-Man.
We didn't talk about the good Ultimate Spider-Man, yeah, no. Oh, it's so good. I'm so sad. Knowing where it started and how it's, well, I haven't seen the ending yet.
I've read the last 2 issues. You're allowed to have hope. Okay. I've read the end game and then the 1 year later.
Okay, and then the finale.
Yeah, okay. You're allowed. They're sitting in in the box in the shop.
Okay, I was wondering if you were gonna read them before I got them.
I read them. You're allowed to have hope, Andrew.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that's all I'm gonna say. It was a very good ending, and I want to collect that whole universe in trade form.
And I have almost the whole. I basically have all of it. The only thing I don't have is
the very beginning.
Is the very beginning with I have the trade of Black Panther. That's it. Yeah. And I don't have the X-Men stuff, and I'm okay with not having the X-Men.
But you didn't enjoy that X-Men because
the first one was so weird.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
So I tell Andrew, like, stick to Uncanny if he wants to read X-Men.
Yeah, no, and that was something else we were talking about last night. But before we get into that, all that stuff, because we can still talk about that, because this is Spider-Man, but we're doing all Marvel stuff kind of too. Yeah. But mainly Spider-Man talk. It's the universe opens with Peter being happy. He's married to MJ.
2 munchkins.
2 kids. Uncle Ben's alive.
Aunt May's dead.
Aunt May's has passed, but they seem to be doing okay with it.
Ben and
JJ
have a little bromance.
Best friend.
Both run a paper together.
Yep,
as my least expected but most loved moments.
Oh my gosh, those two together are fantastic because they both work for the Bugle, which in this universe is ran by Wilson Fisk, Kingpin. And then
Kingpin is your main antagonist the whole time.
Yeah, and then they leave the Bugle and start their own paper company that goes against the Bugle. It's so funny.
Literally calls it the paper.
Yeah, the paper. It's so funny.
Norman has died.
Norman
died in the same attack that Aunt May died in.
Yep.
Harry's trying to put that together. Him and Peter don't become friends until after the deaths.
Yep. So yeah, they're grown adults. They're in their 30s.
Yep.
So yeah, 30s. Gwen is married to Harry.
Yep.
She's not a Black Cat. Or no, not Black Cat. She's not Spider-Man or
Gwen.
Spider-Woman. She's you figure out later she's part of this Council of Mysterios, so
which is really cool.
They do
I think no, the Black Cat's not in there because she's a whole different thing.
She's a whole different thing, yeah. Felicia's a whole different. No, because she and oh gosh, is it Ben? I think it's Ben. Yeah, they're old. So MJ and Peter's son Ben, he becomes Venom. He gets attached to the Venom symbiote, and he and Black Cat have a relationship together. Or is it Richard? No, it's Richard.
Richard, yeah.
Richard.
That's what I thought, because it was after Peter's dad.
Yeah, it's Richard. So Richard and Felicia get into a relationship together. Black Cat and symbiote spider, aka Venom. And Venom's not evil.
Venom's an AI created by Doc Ock.
Yeah, he's an AI created.
He's a Peter AI created by Doc Ock.
Yeah, so he's not evil in this one, which is kind of cool. So Richard is the black suit Spider-Man in this universe. Pete
doesn't become Spider-Man until he's already a grown adult.
Yeah, he's already a grown adult.
He chooses to let the spider bite him from one of the Starks.
It's Tony.
Is it Tony?
Tony sends it back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Tony is the one who starts the initiative. So Howard's the one who goes up against the Maker first in this universe and leaving Tony. So Howard and the Maker, Howard is the one who imprisons the Maker in his like little dome.
Mm-hmm.
And then throughout that, so Tony's whole thing is trying to figure out. They know they have a countdown until the Maker comes back, but they're trying to figure out he's trying to find his dad. Is his dad really dead? All this different stuff. Spoiler alert, his dad's not dead, but
I need to read the Ultimates, because the ending, when I saw all that, I'm like, oh, I need to go back and read your guys' story.
Oh, the Ultimates. Oh, it's so good. It's a good little run, and it's back and forth, but I liked this new universe that they did with the Ultimates. The old one I know is weird. I've only read bits and pieces of it and heard bits and pieces.
You can skip
of the original
with Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man, if you're gonna read anything old Ultimate Universe, just Spider-Man.
Yeah, dude. Please. That's the Miles storyline.
Yeah, and it's not even Miles till way later.
Yeah,
it's Peter for a long time. They Bendis and his artist, can't remember his name for the life of me. Bagley. Which Bagley did a lot of old Spider-Man too. They start Peter from scratch. I believe Gwen comes Carnage in this universe.
Ooh.
And we get a lot of cool stuff, a lot of retellings, and then, he dies, and Miles picks up the mantle, and then he comes back, and then they should have left him dead, because it kind of turned him into an a-hole when he comes back. But that's it. That's the only part of the old Ultimate Universe that exists. Don't look up the Maximoff twins, ever.
No.
Unless you like Game of Thrones, and it's okay, I guess.
It's not all that. But yes. So old Ultimate. This one was very well done. It's told through 4 main books. You have Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate Spider-Man, the Ultimates, and then you have Ultimate X-Men.
You also have Wolverine.
Oh yes, and then Ultimate Wolverine comes in a little later. That's only like a half series though. Yeah. It's not the full, but the four main timelines are Ultimates. Black Panther ends early too. I think Wolverine picks up.
Wolverine takes over.
Yeah, Wolverine takes over where Black Panther ends. And then
Then you had only 3 crossover events. You had the one at the very beginning. You had one in the middle where Miles gets sucked into this universe for a little bit.
Incursion.
And then you have the one that's going in-game.
Yep, and then in-game is the finale big crossover.
Yep, which had a really cool poster that was just in-game.
Yeah,
but with the new Ultimate characters.
Yeah, they do the in-game poster with the Ultimates, yeah.
That was really cool. But yeah, no, reading the end and reading it from the beginning, if you don't want to, you could just get the 4th one's not out yet, but the 4 Spider-Man trade paperbacks.
Yep.
You have a solid read beginning to end.
It's 24 issues. That's it. That's all the.
Yeah.
Every storyline's only 24 issues, except for Black Panther's 12, Wolverine's 12, Ultimates is 24, and then I think, X-Men goes to 24.
Yeah.
But I was hoping I would like the X-Men ones, just because of the weird twist that they do with some of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it'd be really cool to see Colossus as a bad guy.
Yeah.
Because it's Colossus, Magic, and not Red Guardian. What's the mutant one? Omega Red. They're the evil council in Russia, which is where they take over Asia essentially, and that's where the X-Men stories crossover within Japan and Korea and China and Russia. And
Yeah, because I know Sunfire is the leader of Japan.
Yeah.
I saw that in the finale.
Yeah. Because they do some... Because that was part of the Incursion. The Incursion kind of bleeds in...
It crossed over all the little series.
Yeah. Well, They don't really cross over with mainline Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. But Miles lands in Wakanda, and then they go from Wakanda to the X-Men. And
there was one issue was New York.
Was it New York? Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess it was. It was really it was a really. It was really one.
Quick.
Yeah, it was a quick one in New York. But they basically are combining the telling with, they combine the Wakandans with the X-Men, and they kind of that's how they show that team up with the Incursion. But no. It's a really solid story. Like, it's not that many issues to collect for that universe. Yeah. So it's something really, really simple. Which, yeah. Trades of the ones that I don't have might be nice. Just to say, hey, I have the whole thing.
For the collection.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm okay with it too. Honestly, I would not be surprised if they don't come up with... Since it's just like its own little pocket universe. Yeah, they just do an omnibus of it.
Which would be...
It'll be a couple years.
Maybe 2 to 3 omnibuses.
Yeah, might be a year or two before they do it, but they might do an ultimate collection with it.
I could see it.
I mean, because it's only, let's see, 24.48.
What? So I could see having the starter event, all of the ultimates, endgame, and the finale in one.
Yeah.
And then having Spider-Man in its own separate one.
Yeah.
And having, like, the X-Men and Wolverine together.
Yeah.
And then probably having, like, a smaller Black Panther one.
Yeah. With the Incursion storyline, probably.
Yep. That's what I could see them doing. Is just like 3 little epic collections.
Yeah. Which that's not a bad... And again, solid read with all of it, so...
Yeah. And then later on this year, we have the new Spider-Man coming out. Also with the Midnight Universe.
Yeah, the Midnight stuff.
Where it's more of a horror story.
Yeah.
All of them are horror stories, which I'm very, very excited for. I think that's going to be a big issue. I hope it's going to be a big issue.
I have a feeling it will be.
And they actually listened to one of the fans' complaints. A lot of the other fans are salty about it right now. Is they've changed the cover for Spider-Man 1000.
Oh,
because I respect Romita Jr. for everything he's done for Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. You can tell he just doesn't have his heart in it anymore. And it just... I don't know if you've seen the original Spider-Man 1000 cover.
I don't think I have, no. Or if I did, it's been a... I don't pay attention sometimes to, like, when they change covers.
Yeah. I mean...
Because there's so many artists that do so many covers, and...
This was the original.
Okay.
Not a bad cover.
No.
Not a 1,000 issue cover.
No, it could definitely be better.
Yeah. So, they have updated it. They've taken Romita off the main cover. And...
Yeah.
That's what a milestone issue should look like.
I like that much more.
That is Pepe the Raz, the main artist on the Spider-Man book right now.
Yeah. No, that should be the main trade dress, yeah. 100%.
Because, like, Romita has, you know, if you think of Spider-Man artists, you think of Ditko and Romita Sr. as well as Romita Jr. But, like, Romita Sr. is where we got a lot of our iconic... I'm pretty sure he did the first Mary Jane. He did the first... A lot of Stan Lee stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, Ditko designed him. And then Romita Jr. followed in his footsteps, but I think, again, nice man, very great guy, but I think he's gotten very complacent in his art. Mm-hmm. And Spider-Man's your flagship title.
Yeah.
When you think Marvel, most people don't think Avengers, most people don't think even Captain Marvel, the namesake, they think Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's the character they think of. And the fact that, like, you don't have, like, your flagship artist on the flagship title is weird.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a spot for him. Like, again, like, he's a nice guy. He does good work, but I think he needs to stop being rushed and just be able to do, like, a book on his own time.
Yeah.
You know, but...
Well, and I think, because I think I have one of his covers, one of his recent ones that he did on the main Spider-Man title, and it was like but it was a 1 in 25 variant. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't a book that was going to be mass.
Like, produced. And I give Frank Miller a lot of crap, but... You know, I think his covers are there for reasons, but they should never be main covers.
No.
Because that man is way past his prime in art.
Variant covers are great.
Yeah, no, there's a spot for you there. And like, there's just some recent issues of the modern run that Romita Jr. was the main artist on, and it's just, you can tell he didn't have enough time to get out a bi-monthly book. And I'm just like, you guys need to put him back in the bullpen for a little bit and get, like, Spider-Man's your big book. And opening that and seeing that art's gonna just turn it away.
Yeah.
It's gonna turn away new readers.
Well, and I think that was an issue, like, you and I were talking before, was just some of the, which again, it's, for a lot of the Spider-Man books, you seem to have one or two things. You either have really good art or a really good story. You generally don't get both in the Spider-Man book.
Right now with Joe Kelly and Pepe Larraz, we are having both. I'm enjoying it because I know you collected all of the
it's like I have it all, yeah.
And the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man when it ended, which that was just sad and depressing. It was just, and it was, you could tell it was rushed.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I have that whole, I have all those.
And it was just,
I'm so far behind.
Yeah. You have to catch up or just start at 1,000.
That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to do a jump on.
Yeah.
If I do. I mean,
I'd recommend grabbing like the last 2 issues. And
I mean, I have them already.
Go ahead and just, they're going to lean into 1,000 a little more than the rest.
Yeah.
Because I recommend just grabbing those and just sitting down one day and just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. The ones leading up to it.
Yeah. Like starting with like, I think the last one before the one most recent that came out.
Yeah.
I can't remember which numbers they are.
I don't remember either.
But it's going a whole subplot about Aunt May and Uncle Ben having another child.
Yeah, that might be a little helpful background information.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be a bigger character for later on, or they're just going to kill him off, never do anything with him again.
Yeah, no.
Or it's Mephisto in an outfit.
Oh gosh, not that again.
It was me, Mephisto.
And they do that. That's one of the dumbest things that they did. The show was okay. I don't understand the hate. Like, I get it, but at the same time, I was like, I don't understand it. For those of you who are like, what in the world is Andrew talking about? Andrew's talking about Ironheart.
I forgot he was in that.
Where they reveal, that the guy pulling the strings
was the actual devil.
Was the actual devil behind it all. And I'm like, okay, I get that everybody was screaming for Mephisto. Yeah.
Like a Ghost Rider property, a Moon Knight property.
Like, if you would have given me, especially after you already did Moon Knight, and you've been talking about doing a Blade, and there's been rumored about doing Ghost Rider, I should have gotten a Midnight Suns TV show.
Yeah.
And then you could have gave me all the Mephisto you wanted.
Could you imagine if we had a little mini MCU of Midnight Sun shows?
Oh, I would have. Oh, that's what we should be doing on Disney Plus. Disney.
Yeah.
If you ever watch this, we should be doing the small. Like, we could be doing Marvel Knights. Yeah. We could be doing Midnight Suns. Like, all these, like, small character. You're building Defenders with Daredevil. We know what you're doing. Just.
You're doing it again.
Do that with the other teams.
Yeah, like, literally, like, you could have had a small Ghost Rider show. You could have had then a Blade show. And with nobody to complain. You could have brought Wesley Snipes back. Yeah,
it would have been perfect because he's a vampire. But he's half vampire, half human. So Wesley Snipes can play Blade until the day he dies, and it'll be okay.
You know, and then just like we could brought little Anya Taylor-Joy back as Magic and have her part of it.
Yeah.
You have round out your 4th member. Or I don't know if you get Benedict Cumberbatch to do a TV show ever again, but.
Oh, I think he would.
Having Doctor Strange in the shows.
I think he would. Even if he's just
as the Nick Fury.
Yeah, just making the advisor to the Midnight Suns. It'd be perfect. Or actually, well, he could be the advisor for all the teams. He could help Daredevil out because they got the hand and they got the weird crap with that.
And he was also a Defender at one point.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I think Benedict Cumberbatch would do TV.
Well, I mean, he's done TV.
Yeah.
He was Sherlock.
I love his version of Sherlock.
Yeah. But I just want to see him come back and do it. I don't know. We're tangenting. I think it's a good wrapping up point.
Oh my gosh, yeah. There was something else with Spider-Man, but I can't remember. I don't know. Spider-Man is there's so many things you could talk about.
We could have several episodes on Spider-Man.
So, yeah. Did you write an outro or anything?
I did not.
Okay. Well, this is so like we said, this is gonna be like a special, like every other week kind of thing. Maybe we'll see if time allows, but we'll come up with some weird title or whatnot for the special episodes. So if you enjoyed mine and Matt's rambling for the past 2-ish hours,
yeah, and the small break that I'm sure Andrew's gonna kind of cut down.
Nah, I'm just gonna leave it.
Nice.
I don't want to edit things. No, I better because of the
listeners and
the audio listeners. Yeah, I'll probably go in and edit that part out.
You just edit the audio. Don't have to worry about the video.
Well, yeah. If I can figure out how to, I don't know. The GarageBand is being weird, and I couldn't figure out how to move pieces, but we'll figure it out. But yeah,
we're always learning.
We're learning new things. I'll just YouTube it later.
Yep.
But any ideas of possible next one that we want to deep dive? Character idea?
We are seeing Supergirl this weekend.
We are seeing Supergirl. So yeah, we might talk about the Super Family.
Yeah, it'll probably be a Kryptonian episode.
Yeah, we'll talk about the. Yeah, we'll do the Kryptonian characters, and because I'm excited about Supergirl.
Yep.
I know Matt loves Kara, so we'll definitely be. So there you go. So, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a thumbs up. Drop a comment down below. Like, subscribe for more Mid-Mo Nerd Show episodes. Again, our regular podcast is bi-weekly. So, new episodes. Last episode was put up last week. So, go check that one out where we do a little bit more dive into the wider nerd area.
Yep, local goings on
of topics and things.
Non-specific episodes.
Yep. So they have weird titles.
So
there you go.
They have weird episodes.
With the ADHD is real. It's with 3 people, not just 2.
Right. If you want to hear me rant about AI incessantly.
Yep. If you have not, especially with the popularity of Mortal Kombat, go check out the live shows that I got to do at the Route 66 comic and toy convention with Massey's Comics. Got to talk to Master Daniel Pesania. Woo! My lisp is going crazy today. But original character double, or the original character model, not double model, for Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Reptile. So, and with the popularity of Mortal Kombat 2, was definitely fun to listen to a lot of the cool backstories of how Mortal Kombat came to be. And it's definitely changed from what it was to what it is now. So, but other than that, anything else, Matt?
With great power may come great responsibility.
There you go. And as always, stay nerdy, Midbo.